In early 2026, the gaming market followed its usual patterns. Nintendo's physical launch of Tomodachi Life moved over 560,000 units in Japan alone, demonstrating the massive, predictable reach of an established franchise. Then came the anomaly, Pragmata. Developed by a younger team at Capcom, it was a brand new IP entering the market without an existing fan base or any pre-existing brand recognition. This chart compares the typical launch sales of a new IP against Pragmata. Even with its Nintendo Switch 2 release delayed in certain regions, the game achieved over 1 million global sales in just 48 hours across PS5, Xbox, and PC. To reach these numbers from scratch, the team relied on a design philosophy of duality, taking contrasting, often conflicting elements and forcing them to work in absolute harmony. This duality starts with the setting, the Cradle, a massive lunar research facility built by the Delphi Corporation. The Cradle operates as a giant 3D printer. It uses a resource called lunafilament to replicate physical objects from blueprints, intended to sustain human life on the moon. Visually, the facility is a massive contradiction. You move between sterile, high-tech lunar architecture and glitching, half-rendered recreations of Earth cities that look like they were pulled from a malfunctioning memory. This environment creates a haunting atmospheric stage, physically embodying the game's central tension between organic life and artificial generation. The combat loop follows the same principle, merging high-octane shooting with cerebral, real-time puzzles. You play as Hugh, a spacefarer who uses movement thrusters and high-powered weapons, like the railgun-style charge piercer and the shockwave shotgun. But there's a catch. Hugh's firearms alone are completely ineffective against the heavy robotic armor. To deal damage, Diana must hack. Guide a cursor through a holographic grid to the green EXE node to break enemy defenses. Direct paths are quick, but weaving through blue and yellow nodes stacks multipliers and crowd control effects, culminating in a screen-clearing overdrive pulse. It's a frantic balancing act, proving brain and brawn are strictly codependent. This mechanical synergy is mirrored in the story, providing a human focus for the sci-fi backdrop. Hugh begins as a cynical veteran, viewing Diana more as a tactical asset than a person. His grim outlook is contrasted by Diana's innocent, AI-driven humanity and genuine curiosity about the world. Crucially, Diana is written without the abrasive, self-aware quips common in modern games, opting instead for sincere, childlike wonder. As their relationship evolves, this authentic father-daughter dynamic anchors the experience, preventing the game from feeling like a clinical exercise in mechanics. Looking at the game's structure, it recalls a specific era of action games. Its pacing and focus feel like a return to the golden age of Xbox 360 and PS3 titles like Dead Space or Vanquish. It is a tight, 14-hour linear journey, completely devoid of live service bloat or the endless open-world padding seen in many modern releases. This radar chart illustrates the difference in design. Instead of stretching resources across an unfocused feature set, the developers concentrated their effort into a highly polished narrative corridor. That structural confidence paid off, proving that a meticulously crafted, finite single-player experience remains a highly lucrative format in a market filled with infinite loop games. By the end, Pragmata accomplishes something rare. It balances intense shooting action with strategic, cerebral puzzles, without one overshadowing the other. It takes a cold, clinical universe and fills it with profound emotional warmth through Hugh and Diana's relationship. These design choices turned a completely unproven property into a massive global commercial success in just 2 days. In harmonizing these opposing forces, Capcom didn't just launch a successful new IP, they created a cohesive, focused experience that critics and players have recognized as a benchmark for modern action-adventure games.